Now, the reigning Mr. South Africa Ntando Lurwengu is gearing up for a remarkable opportunity as he prepares to compete in the prestigious Mr. Universe pageant. That's all taking place on the 22nd of December in Los Angeles. So since becoming crowned, he has utilized his platform to advocate for various social causes, focusing on issues such as youth empowerment and, of course, mental health awareness as well. So his journey has inspired countless individuals, particularly aspiring models and also young men in South Africa, showing them that confidence and integrity are key to achieving their dreams. Ntando joins us this morning to chat a little bit further. Good morning. Thanks for joining us at this hour.
Thank you for having me.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are flying the flag high for us come the 22nd of December. So we are wishing you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
How are you feeling at this point? Is there any pressure?
Well, I'm feeling, excited, first and foremost. It's been a preparation period of about the past 4 to 5 months, and I'm really looking forward at the prospect of, representing my country. And again, I'm in good company. We're a country of winners, and I really look forward, to going out to Los Angeles in a few weeks' time and making the country proud.
Yes, so we have had a stellar year as a country. The Proteas women, the Rugby World Cup. We also had the ICJ team representing us. So you are just going to take over that baton. And so speaking about preparation, there's physical elements, there's also mental elements. What goes into that routine?
So, it's a combination, as you've mentioned, of, physical preparation as well as emotional preparation. So on my side, I've really got a great support structure from, the organization itself, as well as, my family. I'm involved weekly in a very, very intense, workout regimen. I also have to balance my full-time employment as well. So I'm really grateful for my support structure, which really helps me, to get through my busy schedule on a daily basis. And, that's what it entails for me.
Yes, you advocate for youth empowerment and mental health awareness as well. Why was it important for you to focus on that? How did that speak and resonate with you?
So it really resonates to a lot about my upbringing. I grew up in Guatabega in Claremont, which is a township in KZN.
Yes.
And I found myself, moving to Cape Town in the northern suburbs in, 2006. And that's where I realized the gap between, the haves and the have-nots in South Africa. And that really challenged me to ensure that, I had parents who were able to sacrifice to ensure that I have access to quality educational opportunities. But, in our country, there's a lot of people who don't have those opportunities. And I wanted to become that person, who can advocate and ensure that we create spaces, we can have those conversations and ensure that we can make those opportunities more accessible to people who come from previously disadvantaged backgrounds.
No, absolutely. How has that message been received from your peers and from South Africans alike? Anything that stands out for you?
Well, it's been very well received. I recall my involvement in, What About the Boys initiative, which influences and impacts 15,000 young boys in South Africa. And it's an annual program which has achieved a lot of success. And, from that, I've worked with other organizations to ensure that, we really get that message across and help people to understand that, yes, we might have opportunities, but our progress doesn't have meaning unless, it ensures that other people are able to progress and have opportunities to make their dreams a reality.
You mentioned earlier on that you've got quite a strong support base. You come as one, but you're represented by many.
Yes.
Talk to us about how important that support has also been, even, just getting everything together. What really goes into this preparation? With the Miss Universe, there's the national costume, there's also an act. What can we anticipate on your end as you edge closer to that date?
So again, speaking of the national costume, I'm very excited. I've now collaborated and I'm partnering with the House of Ole. Dimo, he's a very celebrated, designer in South Africa. So he'll be designing my national costume. But in other aspects as well, my family has been, instrumental on this journey. They've been supporting me ever since, my Mr. South Africa reign and now going to Los Angeles to present my country. And my family's support has been, invaluable on this journey. I'm really grateful to the organization as well, the Mr. South Africa organization. They've really supported me, ensure that I have everything that I need along the way. Yes, I'm the one who goes up on stage, but I think it's important for people to understand that it's not a one-man show and that there's an entire team and there's an entire support structure which can ensure that you can walk up on that stage and represent your country as well as represent them the best way you can.
No, absolutely. And you've done the work. You encompass that. And so we're also wishing you all the best of luck. I wonder just in terms of what winning that title would mean for you. What do you think it's going to represent? But perhaps not even for South Africa or the continent, but the world over.
I think it would really represent and speak to resilience. Again, I've overcome many challenges in my life, you know, how I grew up. I mean, I remember at a point, you know, my parents raising me, there was a time when we almost lost our house in pursuit of, you know, ensuring that I have access to educational opportunities and, you know, going through that process and eventually getting to a place now where I can go onto the world stage, coming from Guatabega and Claremont, a township where, you know, at times township life, opportunity and access is not always so easily accessible. So for me, it would really speak to, you know, ensuring that irregardless of where you come from, irregardless of the challenges you face, your dreams are valid and your dreams are possible.
Yes, and you're taking up space. So if we want to follow your journey, perhaps also just get in touch with you, keep that conversation going. How do we go about doing that as a nation?
So you can gladly, you know, check out my social media page. You can follow me on Ntando_Lurwengu on Instagram. And I'm also on Facebook as Ntando Lurwengu.
Are there any voting call to action that needs to happen? What do you need South Africa to do with you at this point?
To vote, you can go on my Instagram. The link is in my bio.
Okay.
And then you can click on that link. It'll take you directly to my contestant page, and you can cast your vote. And, you know, I'd really appreciate if you could do your part in terms of ensuring that, you know, I can conquer in that aspect, and I'll do my part when I step onto the stage in Los Angeles in a few weeks' time.
I'm cool, calm, collected, signed, sealed, delivered. It's done. Thank you so much, Ntando, for joining us. We are wishing you all the best of luck. Thank you for flying the flag high for us as well. As you mentioned, it's been an illustrious year for our country.
Yes, most definitely.
And that baton has now been handed over to you. So may the odds forever be in your favor.
Thank you, Lisa.
All right, Mr. South Africa this morning, chatting to us about his preparations for Mr. Universe. As we mentioned, it takes place on the 22nd of December in Los Angeles. And we're wishing him and the team all the best of luck. Let's leave that conversation there.